Kagurabachi recently just came out with its first chapter, 55 pages of goodness. Now, right now, it's either a meme or it's being praised as the new GOAT of shonen manga. And mostly the meme is just like it being compared to all the other shonen goats, all the other shonen swordsmen, and etc. Like, it's going to be inevitable of the comparisons and the memes that it's going to get right now. But can we really call it the new shonen goat? Here's my initial thoughts. I did read the first chapter of it, and I thought it was a fantastic read. Just straight up, I enjoyed reading it. And I don't even read. Here's a quick breakdown it's a bit of spoiler territory, but if you guys want to know the short rundown of what the first chapter was about, so you don't have to read 55 pages, here it is. Now, usually this is where I would put like manga panels, but then, you know, there's just copyright. So I kind of have to do it a little bit differently in this way. So I'll just show it through my phone. I was thinking about drawing it all out, but that would take way longer than it needs to. The story starts out with Chihiro, a young boy who wants to be a swordsmith just like his father, Kunishige Rokuhira. I'm butchering that name so hard right now. His father is well known for being a swordsmith. As his friend Mr. Chiba would say, he ended the war and saved many lives. And now that's a big thing with the swordsmith. Oh, also, this is his father, by the way. Really cool guy. Later on, it cuts into the future where Chihiro's a little bit older with Mr. Chiba going into the city, where they go ahead and they literally cut down the Yakuza who have been terrorizing the city. I like how in this first chapter, there's already a lot of foretelling of what the series is going to be about. How swordsmiths carry this weight of handing down swords to people, and that they are semi-responsible to who they hand it off to. And they have to literally cut down people who unjustly use their katana. Also, the color of the goldfish, how they represent certain things. For example, there's an attack that Chihiro did with his katana, and how he called it black. And a black goldfish, which is one of the goldfish that his father got, is known to ward off evil. The black katana attack was known to ward off people who are using the swords unjustly, like warding off evil, which I thought was pretty cool. And I'm sure over time we're going to be getting a lot more examples of what these attacks are going to mean. Now, personally, I think it's a little too early to say whether or not it's going to be the new GOAT generation shonen manga series in general. Though it'd be really cool to see an anime series of this. Let's be real. We say this about every new shonen, well, not every new shonen manga, but we say this a lot about the new hype shonen manga, and of course this one is bringing a lot of hype towards it. I mean, this first chapter was, for me personally, I thought it was a fun read, especially when he talks about the scar and he says he wakes up with fresh hatred. Man, what a mood, what a mood. But like I said, I think it's a little too early. I mean, people are really hyping up this first chapter like it's already the greatest thing ever. I mean, whether if it's a meme or not. But I will say it is very exciting to get such a strong first chapter in a shonen manga, one that gets a lot of people excited. Now, while comparisons are inevitable and people are going to compare him to other swordsmiths and other badass characters, it's very exciting to know that there is a new badass swordsman in a new shonen manga that's coming out. I'm excited to be reading this weekly. As someone who doesn't even read normally, right? The only thing I read regularly, One Piece, Black Clover, My Hero, like, this is a very exciting read. And maybe after a few chapters, we can gauge how well it's going to be, right? At the moment, I think it's such a fun read, and I cannot wait to read even more of what's to come. But yeah, those are just my thoughts about the manga on its first chapter.